About 10 years ago, I had a huge crush on a girl during college. Her name was Melissa. Beautiful, long dark hair. I knew her through a mutual friend, and after some back and forth, I found out she liked me too. So we started dating. I couldn't believe it. And everything was going great until suddenly she went cold on me. I could just tell the energy had changed somehow. I didn't know what was wrong, but I was too afraid to ask. It didn't make sense to me that she would change all of a sudden. I must have done something wrong and I needed to know what I did wrong. So I asked if she would meet for coffee. That night she told me that she had just started seeing another guy before she met me. Now she wanted to be with him. It stung a little, but I told her it was fine and I wished her well. It wasn't fine, and it stung hard. For many months after that, I questioned why things happened the way they did. I thought, if she picked this guy over me, then there must be something wrong with me. For a while, I doubted myself. I questioned my looks and my masculinity. I thought, well, maybe I'm not confident enough. Maybe I'm not funny enough. Maybe I'm too boring. Maybe if I had a better job, a nicer car, then she would have picked me. I spiraled into this weird mentality where I felt like I needed to prove something to women, or just people in general. Like I wasn't worthy of being accepted fully by someone unless I proved that I was man enough or that I was good enough. What a weird idea. You know what? Let's go for a hike. Yeah, so it took me a while before I got over this girl. What's worse is how long it took me to get over the insecurities that began to haunt my mental space. Not just from this experience, but from my whole life. It's not only our minds that are against us, but our culture too. Culture can be ruthless, promoting money, fame, looks, charm. Not only do we have our own minds against us, but the culture that we live in. I'm sure you've had similar experiences with your past relationships. Maybe it was a heartbreak, or maybe you had an overbearing parent that expected the world of you, or maybe you were raised in a religious household. Somehow you picked up the idea that you're flawed. If you have thoughts that you're not charming enough, you're not good looking enough, you're not good enough, that if you worked harder, somehow you could prove to her, him, they, the world, that you are worthy of love and approval. If you find yourself in this mental space often, you're not living in your truth. So how do you live in your truth? How do you overcome self-doubt? Before I tell you how I overcame my self-doubt, I want to share a little friendly reminder that we all forget from time to time. You are not flawed. There's nothing wrong with you. You are complete and whole at this very moment. You are loved and you're never alone. We're all having a human experience and we're all in this together. If one of us goes, we all go. If one of us stays, we all stay. Now, in order to keep these thoughts from creeping around your mind, you have to challenge them with your truth. Well, that's good, but how do you find your truth? You find your truth by meeting with your maker every day. And what I mean by that is that you should go off alone, find time to be by yourself and meditate, pray, journal, write down what you like about yourself and what you love about life and what makes you happy. Also, write down what you want life to look like and hold strong to that idea. It's important to know what you want in life. By writing these things down, you can see what's calling out to you, what you should visualize, and what you should pursue in life. When you start to point your life towards your truth, the whole world will cry out against you, trying to push you down, try to put you back in your place. So that's why it's so important every day to remind yourself that you are worthy of love and connection, and that you are a good person. I once had a friend look me straight in the eyes and tell me, "You're a good person and I know you don't mean anybody harm." At the time, I didn't know why it was such a big deal to me, but I just believed it to be true when he said it. And it's weird that it took somebody else to tell me that for me to believe it. Our minds are wonderful servants, but lousy masters. We're so quick to believe in things that have nothing to do with reality. It's hard to turn the momentum around on negative thought patterns that we've been given power to our whole life. But they're outdated models of thinking. We need new models of thinking. I know it's hard to find time throughout the day, but it's important to practice some type of positive affirmation for yourself. And I do mine through journaling. If you can start writing regularly or do some type of introspection, this will do wonders to your confidence, your awareness. I highly recommend writing in a journal format. It's a great form of self-therapy that helps you rewrite your past. You can actually recreate how you interpret things that happened in the past. That's what I did with my heartbreak experience in college and a lot of the other experiences in my life. I was able to rewrite a lot of the things that used to haunt me. Now I have so much more mental space for positive things like being here now and doing the things that I love. And that's what I hope for you, that you're able to rewrite your past and enjoy now more. Do the things that you love and be excited for the future. I can see how silly it was to doubt myself so much around that brief romance and all the mental energy I wasted on things that really didn't matter. I know I'm not alone in these insecurities of self-doubt, something that we all share in common, and that's a comforting thought. It's nice to know that I'm not alone. If we're able to talk about these things openly, and to daily remind ourselves that we are worthy of love and connection, then these negative thought patterns will slowly lose their power, and we'll realize that we wasted so much time and mental energy on believing these things that have nothing to do with reality. It's a continual process, and we never arrive at a point where we're totally free of insecurity. It takes time, but sooner or later these negative thoughts will roll away and you're left with an open sky, a clear mind. This video has spoken to you. I have more videos on my channel that you might like to check out, and subscribe while you're at it. I'll be making more videos just like this one, as well as my adventures in my mini camper. Like the video if you found it valuable. It helps these videos get to more great people like yourself. I'm interested to know what you guys thought about the video and if you like these kind of talks. So if you did, leave me a comment. Thank you very much for watching. And this is Simple Steve reminding you to keep it simple, keep it secret, keep it safe. I'm just joking. I just wanted to quote Gandalf. Thank you guys for watching. Be well.